And good afternoon again, everyone. I'm Brian Sterling.
And I'm Susan Shaw. News 8 at 6 starts with your forecast. A quick-moving Alberta Clipper is bearing down on West Michigan.
Got a winter storm warning out there for almost the whole region. Some of you could see nearly a foot of snow, and wind chills are sitting well below zero.
We have all hands on deck tonight. Crews spread out from the lake shore to Kent County to Kalamazoo.
We're going to start with Chief Meteorologist Bill Steffen and the mess that's happening out there right now. Bill.
Anywhere from light to heavy depending on where you are. We'll take a look at Storm Track Live, and you can see by the shade of blue how hard it's snowing there. We got a little bit of a break here into Grand Rapids right now. In fact, I stop it here for just a second. You can see we're into the lighter blues at the current time on 131 here. Snowing a bit heavier over toward the Muskegon area, and I think with the wind basically out of the southwest like this, that this area right into here is probably going to be seeing the heaviest snow for the next couple of hours or so. Eventually, as the winds shift and start going more west and then finally northwest, this heavier band will start to shift inland a little bit, and I think by the time we hit tomorrow morning, the heaviest snow will likely be right around an area about like that, with the snow having tapered off after midnight in areas northeast of Grand Rapids. I do want to do a little bit of tracking, and I do want to pull out just a little bit here. The back edge of the storm system is back here in western Wisconsin, and that's got a ways to go. That reaches Grand Rapids about 10:30 or so and doesn't get east of Lansing until about midnight or so. This is a two-pronged storm system. Once this area gets by, we'll have the lake effect snow to deal with. So while the snow may stop in Wisconsin, it will keep going over here, but mainly be in those lakeshore counties and again up into around Kalamazoo for late tonight and tomorrow, while again snow tapers off in Ionia, Montcalm County to the northeast. Winter storm warning for all the counties that border Lake Michigan, plus the next set of counties inland. Winter storm warning does include Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids. It's an advisory for those areas off to the east where we will be seeing lesser snow totals. This is Muskegon, very hard snow there. You can barely see the lights in the distance. I've been showing the roof because that's about all you can see there. You can see where the snow is let up, radar confirming that for Grand Rapids, but it will pick up again here soon as that heavier band shifts in our direction. We're not only contending with the snow, but also some really cold wind chills, and Kyle has more on that.
Strong gusty winds, Bill. We've had some isolated reports over 50 miles per hour. That is not only to lead to some serious wind chills, as you mentioned, but also a lot of blowing and drifting tonight and tomorrow, even as the heaviest snow winds down later tonight. Blowing and drifting still an issue. Here are our wind speeds forecasted out over the next 12 hours. You can see tonight we hold in that sustained range of 25 to almost 35 miles per hour. By 10 p.m. tonight, still 30-mile-per-hour winds likely along the lakeshore. Not quite as gusty inland, but we could see gusts exceeding these numbers that you're seeing on your screen by almost 10 miles per hour. Very gusty overnight, and even for tomorrow when administrators are going to be thinking about whether or not school is going to happen. They're no doubt going to be looking at strong winds and low visibility as an issue. Plus, it's going to be cold. Next 24 hours, temperatures and wind chills. Air temperatures briefly rise above 10 tonight, but tomorrow we're back in that range where salt and road chemicals are pretty ineffective. And so the snow that falls overnight tonight is going to continue to stick to the roadways and cause things to be icy. Just a lot of plowing going on. That's about it. So some things that I want you to know here, take away from this weather forecast: a lot of blowing and drifting, especially open areas and near the lake, intermittent blizzard conditions, and the wind is going to subside a little bit tonight, but tomorrow morning it's still going to be gusty with plenty of blowing and drifting.
Okay, thank you, Kyle. Don't forget you can stay ahead of the conditions with Storm Team 8 and the weather app. You'll have access to the latest forecast, Storm Track Live, and school closings right on your phone. It's available on Apple and Android.